everyone, to the Quit Stalling Geekcast. I am your host, Herald Silvestre, welcoming you to the Quit Stalling Media Studios this fine Sunday afternoon. It's about 1:46 p.m. We're really late today. Apologies. In America, in the East Coast, I think this is daylight savings time active right now. It's 1:46 a.m. Thank you for those of you on the East Coast. And it's about 10 or 9 at night on the West Coast. So thank you to you guys too for choosing to spend your evening with us. What time is it in Canada? What time is it in Canada? Let us know in the chat, people. Oh man, it's a good day. It's a hot day. But you know what? We're gonna make the most of your stay. With me today is the man known as the Sensei of Humor. He's known to his grasshoppers by many names when they enter his dojo, but ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the one and only Derek O'Brien. How you doing, Derek?
Onichi, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Sensei. What's up? I'm here. I'm ready. We got news to talk about. Boys again. You know, some fandoming about here. We got a lot of good news for you guys. I'm excited to be here. Welcome, chat. Feel free to please say hello. Let us know how you guys are doing too, and say hello. But yeah, I'm excited to be here. Welcome back.
I'm excited to have you here.
Oh yeah.
To have you here.
Oh yeah.
No Juancho today because he still has his ear thing. He's very sensitive right now to headphones. He's had to work through speaker and microphone when he's had a online call, when he's had his work Zoom calls. So right now we're holding down the fort. We're talking about the boys, some DC fandom, and a little bit more news. So yeah, Derek, we start off the show the same way pretty much every time. And yes. I ask everyone in the chat, hey guys, I'm looking at you. Yeah, you at home in the Pacific. You at home there in some part of Southeast Asia. Maybe you at home up in the chilly north of Canada. What have you been up to? Let us know.
Let us know.
If you are listening to the podcast after the fact on Spotify or YouTube and all the other places you can get the podcast, tweet us at Quit Stalling Us. Let us know what you've been up to, or hit us up on the Discord because we love talking to people there. Derek and Francis have been looking for people to play Spellbreak with. And on that note, Derek, what have you been up to?
So yes, aside from Spellbreak, which I've been using a lot of my time with, I binge watched with my wifey for the first time. Well, she watched for the first time the Karate Kid series, so woo! She vaguely remembered 1, so we did 2, 3, and I slipped in the Hilary Swank version in there. I actually realized, I think last week I said Julia Stiles.
Yeah, you did.
And I know why I said Julia is because her name's Julie in the movie. So I guess I got, for some reason, I thought so we did that, which was awesome. Had that Cobra Kai kind of high for a while after completing it. It's also very, very smoky here, as I mentioned on the pre-show. And Seattle actually has the worst air quality in the world right now. So it's really bad. And I was supposed to go somewhere today, but it unfortunately got canceled because it's just so bad outside. It's like, it's not healthy to go out there at all. So sadly, even stuck more inside. But it's all right. It's not too bad. I get a little bit of spell break, going on, little Harry Potter mode coming alive. But other than that, finally finished Big Bang Theory. Finally, I had what is that syndrome called? Like when you don't want to finish something?
Last level syndrome.
Yeah. I had that with Big Bang Theory, and I finally finished it. Very, very touching. And I'm at least it's finally it's out of the picture, but very good. But I think besides that, that's all I've been really up to. How about you, Harold? What's been going on with you, man?
Oh, so much as well. I've also been partaking in the Karate Kids, in Cobra Kai. Never dies. You and I should talk about that later too. I'm down with the syndrome.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I'll be more than happy to do that. That was my childhood, so I for sure.
Yeah, man, I'm down for that. Real quick, I do want to touch on what you just mentioned, which is Big Bang Theory emotional ending. They kind of jerked around for a while in those later seasons, just trying to prolong the life of the show. But
Yeah.
The payoff was pretty good.
It was. Yeah. Good ending.
For me specifically, it's been mostly work this week. You and I have had exchanges on messengers, checking up on each other throughout the week, and it was kind of a rough week for me with tight deadlines. But I was able to squeeze in some more Lucifer. I've been binge watching Lucifer.
There you go.
I'm almost all the way through. So I'm enjoying that. For what it is. It has parts where you're just like, wow, the acting is so stiff, but.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say there's parts where you question who your attractions lie in, because man, Lucifer looking good sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
I don't mind some Tom Ellis's,
right.
some of that Tom. he's a really good actor. He's one of those
great actor.
You remember that traditional way people would talk about like really talented people. He's a triple threat. He can sing, he can dance, he can act. He's that kind of
Speak Tagalog too, apparently,
Apparently, I was excited to get to that episode. I saw the news, so I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I've been enjoying some Lucifer as well. Cobra Kai, like I mentioned, I finished season 2 as well. I watched the first 4 episodes of season 2 a year ago, and I never got to finish them. And then now that it's on Netflix, and this new life has been breathed into the show and the KK franchise, as people would say. I finished the whole thing, and it. Dude, can we talk about Cobra Kai real quick? All these fight scenes in the malls and the schools. First of all, how violent are these kids?
I thought you were gonna say, first of all, how is nobody trying to stop this?
Right? Like, one teacher just goes in, he's just like, I don't get paid enough for this. Dude, this is literally your job.
I know.
And then it felt so Power Rangers-y in the most cheesy but also enjoyable way. Just like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Kia!
Yeah, right.
Man, I knew something was gonna wait, hold on, real quick, while we're early on in this.
Holy spoiler alert!
I knew something was gonna happen. I knew something that was gonna happen at the end. I'm not gonna talk about it specifically, but fighting on a stairway is never gonna end well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even Oh no, I was gonna say. It must have been a pretty rich high school. I forgot. My high school had 2 floors too. So I take that back. But damn, that's great. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the thing that gets me excited is it's Daniel's son. No, I'm just kidding. It's the fact that I feel like fighting scenes throughout the years have just gotten great.
Yes.
And if you compare to how they fought before, you could definitely tell, it was scripted. Yeah, it's very punch. All right, block. But now it's so hardcore, and you could sometimes you can't even tell if it was scripted. It looks pretty good. So I'm excited to see a little bit more of that. That's what I'm excited for too.
I'm glad they fixed Daniel-san's fighting stance. It took
decades.
Dude.
But what is this hidden claw technique? Miyagi.
This is Miyagi-Do, baby. And then, I do want to go into more detail on this, but we didn't plan it for today, but we will. I want to mention that payoff that we finally get when Danny and Johnny get that unexpected dinner together.
Dude, I know, the bromance, man. We got a bromance.
It was there all along.
The world is just against them both, dude. It's I feel bad, It's just
That's
the worst thing happening. Yeah, it's just it's like that couple that you want to get together, but it's just the timing's always bad.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's
External
sad.
factors.
Yeah, I do love that they did a really good job. Shout out to YouTube for doing well. I was really surprised. I know Netflix has taken over season 3 now and stuff, but man, that was pretty good. I feel really ashamed that it took me this long to get back into it. A lot of my friends are telling me, Derek, you gotta watch this. I'll watch it. Now that I watched it, I'm like, Derek, what are you doing?
It's not your fault though, because YouTube Premium, or I think they rebranded to YouTube Originals and YouTube Red, wasn't the most accessible. Yeah, you didn't want to pay for another thing on the platform that already gives you free stuff.
That's a good way to look at it. That's very true. And at least if I watched it before, I would have had all this time like waiting for season 3. Now it's a little closer, so it won't be as bad, you know. And I've seen a lot of interviews on YouTube with the actor that plays Johnny. I forget his name, but man, he's him and a lot of other people are saying, are saying that season 3 is like season 1 and 2 on steroids. So, and I mean, of course, Netflix has it now, guys. I can't wait, man. It's gonna be exciting.
That Netflix budget, man. That Netflix budget.
I know, right? I've actually been Googling like all the actors from before just to see what they look like. Because you know, sometimes when you see the old crew come back, you're like, "Hey, is that what I think it is?" So you had to kind of refresh my brain. I'm like, "Okay, this is what he looks like now." So if he comes back, I'll know. You know?
Yeah. Like I knew we were gonna get Johnny's crew eventually. I wasn't expecting it to be like that.
Yeah. Man, I didn't even realize. I was reading something after the guy that died. He actually really died in real life, like months after. Yeah. So like, man, that's even sadder. Like that scene, man. Like he was battling some type of cancer or something like that, man. And it's like apparently that was like one of his wishes too. Like, you know, I want to
go back.
Time with
oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
what? That's good.
Cobra Kai never really dies, you guys.
I like Johnny's arc though. It really is a redemption arc for him.
Oh, I know, man. Well, before we move on from this, I want to ask, whose side are you on? Who do you think's in the right? Like, a lot of people are painting Daniel to be the beezy, you know?
Okay.
Like the ass. So
yeah.
But I don't know. And I've seen a lot of videos that are saying like, you know what? In Karate Kid 1, Daniel was the real bad guy.
I hate. Okay, people.
Yeah, I want to know where you stand on
white. That's what this show is exactly telling us. People are taking the wrong lessons from it. It's not black and white,
right?
Like that's exactly what the show is trying to portray. Is these people lived complex lives that you just can't shoehorn into villain and hero.
Yes.
And if anything, I'm on Team Daniel. All right, I want them to get together.
There you go. I like that.
And not as male partners in that sense. I want them to, you know, teach together, learn from each other.
I want them to make like their own thing.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
I want it like Miyagi Kai or like Cobra Do or something, you know? Well, actually, maybe Johnny will make his own thing. We never know, but
dude,
I know. I'm with you though.
The Lawrence
it's not black and
Dojo?
white. Yeah, there you go.
Lawrence.
Oh, the Lawrence Sodo.
Oh my god.
But no, I agree, man. It's like everyone has. I feel like they both just kind of have their own. Just it's like you see it in the show, the bad timing, as I mentioned before.
Yes.
That literally is pretty much what happened back in high school for these guys.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, do we need to make a CGI Miyagi come back and like slap the sense in everyone? You know. You can obviously see they change, you know?
Yeah. And it's great because, oh man, okay, we need to go in depth on this at a different time because we're gonna take up all our show time just on Karate Kid, and we have.
I know, right? Exactly.
We have something in 30 minutes or so. So let's move on. But
cool.
Yeah, next week, Derek, if Juancho's not back, we got to go on a full Karate Kid episode.
Hell yes.
All right. Well, we'll tackle all the nuances. Hi, Sensei.
Hi.
All right. Can I just say I love it when the kids call him Sensei. All right, let's.
I know, right? I love it too, man. Great batch of kids too, man. The acting's great.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about the news, buddy. Let's
do it.
Let's get into it. Hold on. Where is that? Okay. Here we go. Let's. Where's that button? Oh, there. Here we go.
Right here.
Let's talk about the news.
Yes. I see. Good news, everyone.
It's the news, and the news is always brought to you by Panels Comic Book Coffee Bar. Check them out if you're in the San Diego area, the California side of the world. Check them out at 713 Mission Avenue, Suite A, Oceanside. But Derek, you know as well as I do, the people at home can get their comic book fix from panels without needing to go outside their doors. Tell them how.
That is true. You guys can go to leagueofcomicgeeks.com. Boom, Sensei just cut the competition and put the link for you right in chat so you guys can click on it. Really, really simple, guys. Really user-friendly. Go onto the website, make your profile, make sure you select panels as your store, and they'll pull it, man, and they'll contact you, and you can Venmo, PayPal, whatever it is that you need to get the money to them, and they'll send it out, guys. I personally have done this. They've reached out to me. They're very, very friendly people. I encourage you guys to do this. If you don't live in the area, support your comic book local store and do the same thing there. But yeah, this site's really great, guys. Easy to access. It's pretty cool too, because you got a lot of, top comics of the week, what people have been picking out. So yeah, go and check it out. It's in the chat for y'all.
LeagueofComicGeeks.com, and look for our friends over at Panels. People, Panels, Comic Book Coffee Bar. Some of the greatest people you'll find, giving you the down low on comics and coffee. All right, some Java and some of that mind-boggling comic book adventure. All right, Derek.
Yes.
Right now, we wanna get into the Vixen Queen in the chat. What's up, girlfriend?
Vixen Queen, what's going on?
Vixen Queen's been streaming a lot recently, so guys, check her stream out as well when you have time. Little expose here and there going on. But Derek, here on the Geekcast, we gotta talk about some geek news. And we thought we were done. Just when we thought we were out, Derek, they pulled us back in. DC Comics have come back with another 24-hour event, Fandom.
Yes,
and,
they have.
You got a lot of the news that came out of that, don't you, Derek?
Oh yes.
Hit us with it. Hit us with it.
All right, guys. A lot of things that are going on here. I'm going to try to get through this as quickly as I can, but obviously we're going to talk about it here a little bit, but I'm just going to fire through these things. If you guys want to know a little bit more about it, let us know in chat or kind of your reactions. I'd appreciate that as well. But let's get right into it. If you guys are big DC Legends of Tomorrow fan, season 6 has been confirmed, so that's pretty awesome. There's a new actress coming on, and she's portraying Esperanza Cruz. And a little backstory here: her powers are apparently she's an inventor, right? And she can contact aliens, not just any aliens, but the ones that are trying to invade Earth, or the bad aliens, you could say. So kind of exciting. I was into the first season of DC Legends. I don't know if you ever watched it, Harold, but it's exciting to know that it's gone this long. I have no idea, but it's pretty awesome. Did you ever watch it?
It survived far longer than I thought it would.
Right? No, yeah, exactly. It's had its moments for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
I fell off around season 3.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. A lot of things actually. After Arrow, after season 3, got kind of same with Flash. I would say, yeah, it must be like the DC curse. I'm trying to think. Is there 3 DC movies, and then all of a sudden it went down?
All of them?
Batman, right? The Dark Knight Rises begins, and Dark Knight, and then after that it went, oh man, is 3 the lucky number? I'm just kidding. But yes, anyways, guys, a lot of new content coming out in season 6. Obviously, Esperanza Cruz. I'm not sure if that's a comic superhero, but just in case, she's in there. And speaking of woman in power, Wonder Woman. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you got some Constantine still there. You joined the team around season 3 as well. So
yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of women in power, Wonder Woman had a little bit of good and bad news. Unfortunately, delayed again. But we all know that's probably what's gonna happen, right? It's not too surprising at this point. But we did get to see on Twitter, they posted on the Amazonian outfits and all the actresses that portray them, and the picture, it looks great, guys. They look fantastic. And if I believe you go into the Twitter post, you kind of get to see their exact names and stuff like that. It's really awesome. So definitely check that out. Also, you guys can still go on to dcfandom.com if I'm not mistaken, and you can see all this there. Might be a little hard to navigate through, but oh yeah, definitely there. But
Derek,
moving on to the next.
Queen
go ahead, man.
Saying the Vixen Queen stayed until season 2 as well.
Ooh,
I kind of fell off.
There you go.
So, timey-wimey stuff. If not done right, you can kind of easily fall off. And,
no.
Like we said with the CW shows, sometimes they stretch things too thin too fast. And
Yeah.
So only the hardcore people really stay till the end. And I mean, all good things must come to an end eventually. And at least people who enjoy the current iteration of Legends of Tomorrow still get to enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. I mean, I can see where, like, I can see how they're still have another season. It's good enough, but for me, it's just it's the same as you. I kind of just stopped at 3, and it could have been 2. It's timing with a lot of stuff too, to be honest. You know, a lot of shows come out and like, oh, I gotta watch that. And you never really end up going back to that for a while. So I'm sure I'll binge it at some point. But speaking of binging, one of my favorite binge shows that I ever watched, Young Justice. It's coming back. Season 4 confirmed. Young Justice Phantoms. Man, this is exciting. It was exciting to have it come back in general, but man, another season. They're still filming, guys, but unfortunately, they did not give us a date yet. And
animating, not filming. Animating.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Yes, animating. I say filming. Yes, no release date yet, and obviously it's probably because of Corona. You know, I'm sure everyone's sick of hearing a date, getting it pushed back, hearing another date, another time. So I think they're gonna wait, which is smart.
Yeah,
DC is doing a good job right now. Like we mentioned last week, DC's kind of on a roll. They're keeping the momentum. This part 2, I was a little skeptical.
Yeah,
but no, they had a lot of good stuff, and this included. I'm really excited for Justice League season 4. How about you, Harold?
I'm pretty excited because they even talked about for Young Justice that they're doing a canon audio drama in between season 3 and season 4. So again, season 3 is Outsiders, Young Justice Outsiders. Season 4, Young Justice Phantoms, is what we're going to be getting eventually. And to tide us over till then, they're giving us a little audio. Again, audio is easier to do now remotely. So that's exactly what we need, something to tide us over, and I'm glad we're getting that. I'm glad we're getting a bit of a filler, because in previous seasons we just get that time jump. It's a little disorienting in the first episode of the next season, and then you kind of grow into it. I don't mind this. I actually like this approach. Yeah.
Oh no, same. I'm excited for anything Young Justice. It's really good. If you guys in chat haven't checked out it at all, now is a great time to jump on. It's a great series, although it's animated. I know it might come off as kiddie, especially even the previous like Teen Titans stuff from before. But I promise you, this is a very, very well made cartoon. I was gonna say anime, but no, like very well made cartoon. The story's great, and it's a lot of in-depth stuff and really good. The story's beautiful.
Really good, and
you agree here?
A lot of nuance, and they're able to bring in a bunch of like mainstream DC facts, like his mom just died, so he's not here right now, and that person's relationship just blew up, so they're kind of on. Like, they're able to do all of that in the background and make it relevant to the current setting, and not make it feel forced. They're able to go through the continuity of every season and a lot of characters that you don't get to see much of, but it makes it relevant. It makes it feel like a living world when you get to see them, and they're like, oh, he's definitely changed, or he's got a beard now, she's cut her hair, and there's obviously tension between those two people. It's great. It's one of the most well done animated shows I've ever seen, and definitely in the top of animated superhero shows, really continuing on what the Justice League was able to do when we were growing up.
I like what you said. For sure, it's up in the top when like animated shows I've ever watched, for sure. And I don't want to compare it to Avatar levels, but it's pretty good, guys. For a comic story, DC's always been pretty good with that. Usually their animated stories are where it's at. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. Speaking of new season renews, we also have The Flash, another season coming out. But if those of you who follow The Flash were always wondering, for all the comic really in hardcore into Flash, like, wait, I've never seen this Barry with the gold shoes. Where is it at? Well, apparently announced at DC Fandom is that it's going to be upcoming in the season, and he has to earn it. So a lot of talks
golden
about
shoes,
possibly,
sir?
The golden shoes being earned. They said he hasn't earned it yet. So maybe there were also talks because of the new Flash movie coming out that it's going to be a lot with time travel and stuff. So maybe these shoes are going to be like a thing passed down, or something that can be obtained throughout the time travel. So we never know. Excited for that. Yeah, Flash. To be honest, out of the live action stuff, I enjoyed Flash the most.
Yeah.
So I definitely So I was a little upset that he wasn't casted for Justice League, but I rest my case. Well, that time has passed.
Oh, okay.
He's doing good. He's doing a great job on Flash right now. So
yeah, he really is. Like Grant Gustin is really like the heart and soul of that universe. The Berlanti-verse is what people are calling it these days because Arrow's done. And anytime he was on screen, he was really magnetic. The writing was always charming. They always, up until recently, they always managed to tie it around the identity of Barry and the Flash without jumping the shark. Even with King Shark there and him jumping over King Shark, like they managed to keep it grounded. And up until recently, it felt natural. But again, it's just the curse of having to be that successful and continue to progress a story in the current climate and in the current environment they have of it needs to be this many episodes a season. It needs to have this many subplots along with the main plots. But that's just a victim of its own success, The Flash. Yeah,
I'm definitely excited. This is a show that I also didn't finish, but I know for sure this was a show that I said, you know what, I'm gonna binge this later because I like Flash. It's really good. And I can't wait for that. Also, in the same universe, or if you watch the Crisis on Infinite Earth, the Superman there also had been Supergirl, I believe. Yes, and him and Lois are having their own TV show coming out soon. Man. And it was announced that he's gonna have a new suit. So the iconic suit that we've seen him in, it's not gonna be in that show. So it's gonna be a little bit different. Okay. So if you guys are Superman fans and you like this Superman in particular, go ahead and check that out. Side note, this guy's name was Derek in the Teen Wolf series. So.
Tyler Hoechlin.
Yeah, I always remember him as the guy from Teen Wolf because that's where I first saw him in, and his name was Derek. Yeah. I'm like, oh man, these Dereks, man.
He's so handsome.
Dereks.
Just so striking.
These Dereks. But yeah, let us know. What do you think? Will you maybe check this out? I'm still thinking about it. It looks definitely interesting, but might have to be a is it worth it type of review.
Yes, definitely. And is it worth it kind of thing. So yeah, for sure we'll check it out. Maybe at least one episode. I never gave Stargirl a chance because that's a show that they've done as well. Maybe I'll do it all in one day. Check out Stargirl, check this out. I'm more compelled to check out the Superman series than I am with something like Stargirl because we've already seen Tyler Hoechlin. We've already seen him in this universe, and we've already had that proof of concept that, okay, he is kind of charming. He wasn't the Superman we were hoping for or expected, but he's not the worst. He's actually kind of okay. So I can see why they wouldn't mind banking an entire show on him and the relationship with Lois. So
you know what's funny? I started Supergirl, like I think I got to like 5 episodes because it was weekly, and at the beginning they were cutting out Superman. Like they would not say it. They wouldn't say Superman. They'd say I think him or a lot of cutting out. So it's kind of exciting to hear that they brought him back.
Oh, for sure. They did a lot of that, my cousin in Metropolis, or James's old buddy, they did a lot of that, and I'm glad they kind of got, they one thing Mungo was saying earlier, they overcame the fear and just jumped straight and talked about him, so, and even featured him. So they have a kid now. So.
Speaking of cutting out, Harold.
Oh,
Snyder Cut.
Oh,
got a little bit of a teaser, and I say a little bit because it's audio related. All right, Snyder Cut made a soundtrack sneak peek theme song by Junkie XL, guys, and it was pretty good. It gave me. I listened to it. You can listen to it on the Fandom. They do have it on YouTube as well, but I don't know how long it's gonna stay on there. They might be pretty good with nipping this in the bud and making sure you can only access it there. But if you guys aren't aware of Junkie XL, he's done a lot of music with Mad Max, Fury Road, Deadpool, Battle Angel, Sonic the Hedgehog, to name a few. But man,
all good stuff.
This is really it sounds great, and the one I watched and listened to, it definitely gave me chills, man. It makes me more excited for the Snyder Cut. Sure. I don't want to hype myself too much because sometimes it happens. You get overhyped and then you see it and you're like, ah. But I definitely will say, definitely was a plus. I definitely enjoyed it. I recommend you guys check it out if you haven't. It's awesome.
For reals. All right, Derek, we got 2 last bits of news. Take us through them.
Oh, yeah. Batwoman Season 2 confirmed. Oh, yeah, baby. They had a panel. This is really awesome. Also, a new suit. So aside from Superman getting a new suit, Batwoman will also be getting a new suit in this season. So it's going to be exciting. And I can't wait. I haven't checked this out yet, but I did tell myself when the second season came out, I kind of want to give this a try. I've heard good things about the series. So I've heard that
because
the action's pretty
we're
good and the
also getting-
story's like mellow.
Yeah, we're getting Batwoman replaced, so it makes sense that we get a new Batwoman suit as well. So yeah, you know, fresh
excited.
start.
I definitely would say the first one I felt like was a little too pushed up, but you know, that's just my opinion, you know. But the last bit of news for the DC fandom might be my favorite.
Oh,
because
really?
it's about Pennyworth. Yeah, Pennyworth Season 2. Not because I watched it, but because of what the actor proclaimed in DC fandom. All right.
Okay.
For those of you who are fans of the show, you might be happy to hear that Bruce Wayne will be in here, but that's a little baby inside his pregnant mom's tummy. So that's confirmed. So he's there, but he's not there, right? You know. But anyways, guys, oh Lord, Jack Bannon, the actor who plays Pennyworth, confirmed that he said he would absolutely win a fight against Batman. He stated that on DC fandom. So it might be a little bit of a, if you ever have an argument with your friends, like, hey, this was on DC fandom's panel, and he literally said he's trained Batman. You know, why couldn't he beat him? He would definitely win. Not that they would ever fight, but he's claimed that Pennyworth would beat Batman. I thought that was quite shocking, you know?
Oh, man.
Young Alfred pulling out the... I would love to see that, though. It'd be kind of interesting, you know? Maybe like a teaching moment. He just smacks Batman around. Mr. Wayne.
Oh, Mr. Being one of the chat says now Marvel will have to release Jarvis on Disney Plus. Imagine a Jarvis spin-off series. We already kind of saw it with Agent Carter. You know?
Oh, that'd be funny. That'd be funny, because then, oh yeah, you'd have Jarvis. Oh yeah, I could hack Tony's suit instantly and kill him. Easy.
And our buddy JM Heisengard in the chat says Jarvis, best Marvel hero. I mean,
hell yeah, underrated for sure. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
All right,
true. But yes, that was all the fandom news. If you guys enjoyed it, let us know. What was your favorite part of the news for Fandom Part 2? It was very exciting, like I mentioned to Harold earlier. I was surprised how well this held up. I thought it was going to be kind of iffy. You know, obviously at Part 2, you're like, okay, what? They didn't. Why didn't they just put that in the first part? But no, good job, DC. Keep it up.
I'm still a little on the fence, but you know what? It's all good. Yeah. In the end, Derek. In the end, we got some good stuff from fandom, and it's again, they're setting the standard. We mentioned this before. DC really showing us what you can do with online at-home conventions, and I hope they continue to do it.
Keep the ball rolling.
Yes, definitely. All right, Derek. Now it's time for a little recap of some of our favorite super powered people. I don't know what to call them.
Yeah.
I really don't know what to call them because they're not
Group of talented individuals.
Yeah, because they're not exactly heroes, right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Right.
Okay. So I think what we got some time. So we're gonna do this real quick, Derek.
Let's do it.
We're gonna talk about them boys in episode recap. Let's do it. No.
Let's do it.
Wait. We're supposed to play a sound. I don't know what happened. One sec. What? There's supposed to be a sound.
Okay,
here we go.
Suspenseful music.
Oh, yeah. All right, Derek.
Yeah.
Let's talk about them boys. All right, we're gonna do episode recap, people. Episode recap, season 2, episode 4 of The Boys. Lots of revelations and lots more mystery being sprinkled our way. And Derek, I want to get your initial thoughts on season 2, episode 4 of Them Boys.
Initial thoughts was I was happy with it. So anything crazy happening, but I was definitely happy enough with how the show went, or how the episode went, excuse me. I know we mentioned last week that we were kind of worried. The writing seemed a bit draggy. There are obviously moments in this episode where it was a little draggy, but I feel like a lot of important stuff were answered in this episode, and it kept me on my feet, I guess. I wasn't like at a point where like, okay, this is boring. Like, come on. I was pretty excitable the whole episode, I'd say. How about you?
Okay. Same. Nothing really jumped out at me too much. It had, like you said, it had its moments, but nothing that really made me go, "Oh, best episode ever." But again, it moved the plot forward. It really did. And one of the main things that we saw this episode was the whole Stormfront Liberty reveal during the road trip. And first of all, it made sense. We kind of saw in the last episode that Stormfront's a little bit racist, and we can see where it's all kind of rooted from, and it's from her origins in North Carolina.
Right.
In the red state of North Carolina. So to be more specific, we got this reveal during the road trip of Huey, Mother's Milk, and Starlight that apparently Stormfront and somehow is a hero from the past named Liberty. It's one and the same person. Whether Compound V altered her powers or made her not age or somehow kept her alive this long without anyone knowing. I don't know how that works, but that's sort of like that's the progression. So that was kind of a big reveal, and that was kind of huge for me. Again,
I agree. I was a little sad. I'll be honest. I was hoping Liberty was maybe someone that could aid them, on their journey, like another suit they could have. Because I mean, they have Starlight, but do they really have Starlight? She's kind of playing both sides right now. I mean, obviously she's for the Huey side, but you guys know what I mean. She's kind
trying to
of
stay alive.
Yeah. So I want them to have a suit. I mean, I guess they have Kimiko, or not Kimiko.
The woman.
Yeah, Kimiko. Sorry. For some reason, I thought that was a wrong name, but they have her. But I want more like a suit. I was hoping Liberty might have been it, but plot twist. That came out of left field. I was like, wow, that's cool though. I like it. More. This is what I liked about the boys. You kind of like you're asking these questions like, okay, well, how is she? Yeah, how does she look so young? Like they said, she should be like 70 years old, right? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Something's going on, and she's hinting it, right? She hinted it to her in Homelander, or as I like to call Mother's Milk, had a little. Oh my god! A little had a little fight. But anyway, side note: if you guys didn't catch last week, I said that I think they messed up with the names. I think Homelander should be Mother's Milk, and Mother's Milk should be Homelander. But anyways, they had a little fight, and she kind of mentioned, you should change with the times because I did. So it's kind of makes you think, okay, what did she do though? Like, what does this change? See, her name is perfect. It's like a Stormfront. It's just comes out of nowhere. It's destructive. It's crazy.
She is pretty crazy.
Exciting.
She is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And talk about playing both sides, right? Making people feel like they can rebel against Vought, but at the same time knowing what that'll lead to. She's really more conniving and strategic than people give her credit for because of how she plays the role, because of how she plays her public persona, and it's great. I really enjoy it. We're talking about people not appearing who they seem to be. We thought we got Madeline Stillwell. We thought we got Stillwell still alive. I was thinking clone, hallucination.
Yeah, what were your thoughts when you first saw that? I want to hear. Like, what did you think when you first saw her?
First thought was hallucination, and then when it dragged on, I was like, dream. And then when it kept dragging on, I was like, clone. And then when they revealed it was actually was it chameleon or gecko? I forgot.
Doppelganger.
Doppelganger. Jeez, gecko was last week. When they revealed that it was Doppelganger, I was like, that's messed up. But that's definitely who he is. Oh man, he even says it like, I'll do anything to make you feel, Yeah. So
I'm with you though. I thought it was a hallucination at first, and then when it started getting the scene was progressing, I'm like, okay, well, obviously, I actually thought it was the opposite. I thought they set it up somehow, and maybe Homelander killed Doppelganger in the house, and she still lived. So I was like, oh, I was praying for that, but sadly, nope. She's definitely, seemingly dead.
Gone. Yeah, she's gone.
Yeah.
She got her eyes fried out from the end.
She ain't the only one gone. Homelander killed himself apparently too.
Oh jeez,
so,
that was weird.
Yeah, that was crazy. Man, that was a scene. That was a scene. But I mean, I'm actually, you know what I really am curious is I really want to see more of the son, kind of flipping back to Becca and Homelander's son.
Yeah.
The good thing about this episode is that Becca and, since we're talking about it, Becca and Butcher finally met up again.
Yes, that is finally done with. We were talking about this last week. I wanted that arc to be over with, and we finally got it.
Yes.
We got a lot of revelations, right? So it really was foul play on Homelander's part. It wasn't Becca's wishes to have relations with Homelander, but she couldn't live, or she knew that she couldn't really be with Butcher because, of course, Vought would be on them all the time. They'd want the son. They feel like that's Vought's property, and Becca knew that Butcher wouldn't really accept the son, and that was kind of like the pain point between them and the reason why they couldn't be together. So that's something we have to move on from, but it's a good development as well, knowing that there's no way Butcher and Becca can be together. So how does Butcher react from here on out? That's what I was waiting for last week.
You know, I got pretty. I'm at a point where Butcher is almost like I want to strangle him right now. You know?
Oh, really?
He hated Soups, right? Because I mean, the main reason because what he did to Becca. Obviously, that makes sense. But his main thing was that because he thought Homelander killed her. You know?
Yes.
He's like they're all murdering machines, but he didn't, right? And like he never met the kid. I mean, this is Butcher's struggle the entire season 1, and even now, it's like he can't accept Soups for some reason, no matter how good Starlight has been to them, and how innocent this child is. We've seen, you know, Becca's telling him the love of your life is telling you he's a sweetheart, he's a sweet kid. Like, come on, man, that I would be pumped. I'm like, all right, we kind of got an asset, but we don't. You know, but like,
actually, why didn't he see it that way, right?
I know, right? And it's just like, I was so sad when she was like, you know, you're just gonna want to get rid of him. Later down the line, and he kind of looked. He's like, it's just me and you. Come on, Becca. I'm like, man, Butcher, really? You know? I feel like I hope that's how everyone else feels right now. You can tell the crew is kind of on Butcher, like, man, you gotta, you know, he's like not happy. He's not a happy man.
I mean, how could he be, right? He's kind of like a really tortured soul. And
yeah, I know for sure. I get it for sure, but
he lost his wife. Now that he kind of gets her back, he knows he can't really be with her because of all the repercussions that would have. And you know, he kind of like his worst fear has been allayed. That okay, she's not dead, but at the same time, it's confirming and kind of needing to accept the fact that just because she's alive doesn't mean that we can go back to normal and get our old life back. So it's rough. It's rough for him, especially now that we know that Black Noir is kind of hunting him. And as we saw in the previous episode,
see him a little more.
I love Black Noir.
Right.
I love this guy. But we also don't know what Black Noir is going to do with all this information now. Is he potentially, you know, on the teeter-tottering side of like, I know Vought's bad, but maybe this is how I can do good. Like, I don't know what Black Noir is going to do with this. Is he going to kill Butcher? Right. Again, knowing nothing from the comics, and of course, at the same time, the comics being, from what I hear, different from the series in many ways.
He's scary. Like, you know, it's so hard to read someone like that. You can't see his face. He does not talk, or he can't talk. It's kind of a mystery. You don't really know. But, you know, it's like, whose side is he on? He now knows. He obviously was heart-stricken by the fact that he was bottle-fed, you know, the superpowers. You can tell he was, in the last episode, he was, you know, rocking. So it affected him. So it kind of makes you wonder, is he trying to, you know, do good, or does he want to fight Butcher to kill him? You know, you don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
But oh
So it's
man. Oh,
crazy.
and then we also had to deep a little bit. You know, looking for a wifey.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that cult is really messing with the deep, dude.
I know, man. It's hitting.
I
them
am
deep.
off put. I want to see what goes on there, but I also don't because it's just weird, man. Cults have always been a bit of a scary thought for me. Yeah, especially really real cults like that, not like the Cthulhu is here cults, but you know, like cults that really prey on people's anxieties and people's insecurities in order to get them into the fold.
Totally agree.
It's really
Feel bad for
scary.
A-Train too. You know, guys, he got kicked out.
He was a jerk
A-Train.
though. I
He
think
was
getting-
a jerk. He deserves
yeah.
it, but they're kind of they're down. They're losing members. You know,
pretty fast.
and the face
Pretty
is changing. Yeah, the face of the 7, excuse me, are changing. It's changing. So, ew. Interesting. That's why I hate that it's just weekly. Give us them all, Amazon. Just give in, Amazon. Just give us all the episodes. You know, don't kill us anymore. Don't kill us any longer.
Did you say don't kill us like us, or kill us like the characters
Like,
inside?
No, like don't kill my anxiety. The word I'm tired of waiting. You're
Okay.
killing me. Yeah, they're
Okay.
killing me with the waiting. I can't wait anymore. I want to see what's going on. There's a lot of
Okay.
things that can happen now. I like this. I like
For
how
sure.
this episode ended because you're like, A-Train's out. Black Noir, what's going on? Becca's not getting butchered. You know, so I'm excited to see where the rest of the season is gonna go.
Oh, for
with,
sure. And then Starlight's more jaded now. You know, as we saw at the very end, she, you know, they did have that road trip. She bonded with Mother's Milk. Surprisingly, we got a lot of Mother's Milk this episode, like in bits, like hearing his backstory with his dad, and you know, getting to know where this pain comes from, because we haven't gotten that at all until now.
And we got a lot of real Mother's Milk this episode as well. And like drinking Mother's. Oh man, that's just the weirdest thing. I mean, I guess Homelander, whatever floats your boat, bud.
Why are we returning to this?
It's just so different. I
It's
feel
so
like
weird.
that's his weakness, though. You know, I feel like if someone finds that out. Speaking of weaknesses, you know, that I've always been curious. Stormfront, I don't know if it's a secret she has, but she's very cocky. You know, I feel like she's not
super
really that scared of. You know,
she's
once you
been
see the eyes of Homelander, you're like, okay, all right, that's it. But like, part of me is like, maybe these guys can withstand it. I don't think I've seen them. Have we seen them do that on a super yet?
Like withstand
Like on a
Homelander's
suit?
laser beams?
Yeah, has he done that on a soup
No.
yet?
No, I mean he has,
Right.
but we haven't seen anyone survive. And the
Oh,
thing is,
okay.
I feel like Stormfront's just like not showing her hand yet. You know, I feel like she's playing the long game. She knows that if she does it now, there's nothing to gain. It's just gonna be chaos.
That's true. That's
She's
true.
smart. She's been around for decades. So
Yeah.
Oh, and
true
Bimo
that.
in the chat, Derek Bimo in the chat says he needs that Samurai Jack style training to defeat Homelander. Are we talking about the
Yes.
Deep? Are we talking about the Deep? Who are we talking about? Oh,
think
Black
so.
Noir.
Oh no, yeah, right, Black Noir. Yeah. I thought it was deep too. I was like, that's true for both, actually. Yes.
Dude, any
Black
Samurai
Noir,
Jack training
yeah.
would be really cool. I feel like Black Noir is someone to be feared. I feel like Homelander fears him deep down.
He's got to be the next guy, right? We get backstory on. He has to
Oh.
be. We've known everyone's story like a lot, except his
Yeah,
or hers. You never know. Like
Damn.
Homelander said, doesn't identify as anything. We don't know.
yeah.
If Black Noir's a girl or a man, you never know. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
so
true.
interested in this character. That's what I really, when I see Black Noir, I'm like, oh, cool, Black Noir.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go.
Bimo's saying the son needs the Samurai Jack style training to grow up
Oh,
and lay
yeah.
a smackdown on him. Ooh, sure. I'll be down for
Yeah.
that. I'll be
Butcher,
down
that
for
could be you, but you literally butchered up.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I just realized that's why his name is Butcher. He always butchers everything up.
You think that's why?
It's gotta be, right? He butched up everything. If you think about it, he always messes up stuff with his friends and his that he has.
Isn't
Oh,
butchering
man.
up something meaning making it more manly? Make it more butch.
Wait, I don't think like he chopped it up, like he
Butchered it up.
like screwed it. Butchered it up. There you go.
Yeah.
He butchered it. There you go.
Okay.
That's what I meant to say.
He butchered it.
He butchered it.
Butchered it. Okay, there.
See?
Well, Derek.
Come on, guys. You nailed it there. Just switch Mother's Milk and Homelander. We're good. Because it makes sense. Mother's Milk just wants to go home.
But I think his last name is Milk, right? Isn't that why he's Mother's
Is it
Milk?
really?
He's
Okay,
Marvin
no,
Milk?
I can't remember. I thought it was just because he's kind of sensitive or whatever deep down.
No, his name is Marvin Milk, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, well, it was a good episode. I can't wait for the rest of the season. I think one thing we both agreed on in our group chat was this one episode a week is not good for us as the viewers.
Yeah, man, it's not. That's
good.
what I was saying. It's killing me. Give me more.
It ain't good. It ain't good. But Derek,
stop milking it.
Oh, no. Well, Derek, one thing we can't milk and one thing we can't butcher up is the fact that we got to end now because we got a meeting to get to. We got a meeting to get to. So we're going to end the show here, people. Check out The Boys Season 2. 4 episodes out already. And you know what? As a little kicker, Derek, we do have one more bit of news. 2. There's a new Dune trailer out, guys.
Yes.
If you're fans of Dave Bautista or Timothy Chalamet, all right, there's a new trailer out for Dune. It's the movie's supposed to drop December 18, but with all the COVID stuff happening, I wouldn't be surprised if they push it back to 2021, especially because they might be competing with Wonder Woman for the December Christmas time slot, because Wonder Woman 84 is supposed to be out December 25. And then lastly, John Cena is gonna be hosting the newest iteration of Wipeout, Derek. Wipeout, the beloved TV show from the mid-2000s, is coming back with a vengeance, hosted by John Cena and Nicole Byer from Netflix. So
it's gonna be a lot of blank shots. That's kind of weird. Oh, where's the host? God, stupid TV show.
Why are they doing everything from voiceover?
I know. Where is he?
Oh man, so yeah, he's gonna be the newest host of Wipeout. I do have a clip I think I could show as we end things. But Derek,
cool.
You know, I like me some Wipeout. I think we've proven that with Fall Guys. Here's him announcing it on his Twitter. So there it is, Wipeout.
Whoa, the ball's floating by itself. What's going on?
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I can't believe he's so ripped, man, for his age. That's crazy.
I can see why they chose him as their model for Superman in the Suicide Squad game.
Me too.
All right, Derek, we're ending the show here, and we're gonna thank all our most recent followers like Swolwida, O Nausicaa, R Design, Riku, Mendiola Cubicle, apparently that's how it's pronounced, Leonie, Jinko Belova, Ina HG, Number 1 Blake, because Number 2 Blake doesn't want to follow us, Riff Screamer, and so many more people. Derek, who are our biggest subs? Who are our number 1 subs?
Biggest subs, number 1 Human Panda 22 for the 23 months. Thank you so much for being number 1 Human Panda, but close at number 2. We have Faran Shishu at also 23 subs. And number 3, of course, we have Bimo King of 22 subs. Moving on down the list, we got Miku P, Nerf Diva, Sensei Humor, real nice guy. Notorious KGM, Insta DZ, Ion Hammerstream, Wisa Is, Neo Gear, Silfox, Denunci, The Furybot, Numali, Zeppy Buns, Russell Jello, Jonathan, CZ64, and Mirage _ Leonardo84. If I missed your name, we appreciate any sub that anyone's given us, you guys. It really means a lot to us. It keeps us alive. Like I always say, without you guys, we're nothing. We love you guys so much, and we appreciate everything you guys get to us. So thank you. Thank you to everybody.
Oh yeah, buddy. Thank you to each and every one of you who subbed to us, who followed us, who subscribed to our podcasts, and who just enjoy listening to us whenever you get the chance to see us on Twitch. Each and every one of you, thank you. All right, we're gonna end the show here. Derek, Where can the folks at home find you when you're not on the Quit Stalling Geekcast?
You guys can find me cutting the competition down on my stream at Sensei Humor. And you can probably see me on Spell Break casting them spells, casting them Leviosas with French issue as well. I'm also on Twitter with his Sensei Humor with an _. Everything else, Instagram, YouTube, is at Sensei Humor. And don't forget to check out me and Juancho's newest show, Us from Quit Stalling, has made an Otaku cast for you guys. Doing One Piece chapter reviews. So definitely be on the alert for that. And yeah, that's where you can catch me. But of course, enough about me. What about you, Harold? Where do you find you at?
At Herald Plays on Twitter and on Instagram. And of course, on Game Bite, Wednesday nights, 9:30 p.m. Manila, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Same day, Wednesdays. On Game Bite with Diego Z and the Fury Bot and Elder Jin and Miko P. So check us out there. You can find the rest of our stuff on Facebook and Twitter at Quit Stalling, us on Instagram at Quit Stalling. Find all our all our videos on YouTube, youtube.com/quitstalling. And we go live here every week on twitch.tv/quitstalling. Subscribe to our podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, iHeartRadio, everywhere you can get your podcasts.
Yes.
And so much more. Guys, that is it for us for now. We'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Till then, get off your butts and quit stalling. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Arigato!